Yes, sir. What's up, Dream Team? What's going on? What's going on? It's about to be some shaking and baking here today. It's about to be some razzle dazzle. Oh, man. Had to go to it today. About to be a problem. Man. What's this? Oh, jeez. Got a little interesting taste on my tongue. Bojang didn't drop nothing. That's what I'm waiting for. Waiting to see if Bojang drops something today. So, I'm just waiting for that. But I want to talk about what the title say. Y'all see what it say? Y'all see what the title say? And the title clearly just... Oh, hold on. What the title... And the title clearly say, let's talk theft in the first degree in the name of Kellz. Let's talk theft in the first degree in the name of Kellz. So, let's get this party started right. Okay? Shout out to the Dream Team and everybody that's here. If you want to donate to the channel, look at the bottom of the page. There's a box with a $sign in it. That's the super chat. If you want to donate to my Cash App, it's $official DanaJay. DanaJay. Official. OFFICIAL DanaJay. I'm going to have a tip jar going across the screen. Y'all go in and hit that tip jar. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get this started in typical DanaJay fashion.
A storm is coming.
Who am I? I am King. Build the fire, panning into the fire. The press the battle, heads up in iron. I am. All rise and bask in his glory. My drive is limitless. You won't compare to this. I have been chiseled from granite and given a shot of adrenaline. You are the enemy, standing in front of me. Yeah, now watch what I do when the train coming through. Your position is fantasy. My time, my shine, ready to attack with the one dime. Limitless, limitless. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Build the fire, panning into the fire. The press the battle, heads up in iron. I am. All rise and bask in his glory. Build the fire, panning into the fire. The press the battle, heads up in iron. All rise and bask in his glory. My rise is limitless. You're struck with bitterness, cause your views about me are imageless. I have stepped into vividness. Feeling the surge is electrical, gives me a wealth of new energy. Life imitating art, imitating life. This is my reality, vigilance. My time, my shine, ready to attack with the one dime. Limitless, limitless. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Build the fire, panning into the fire. The press the battle, heads up in iron. All rise and bask in his glory. Build the fire, panning into the fire. The press the battle, heads up in iron. All rise and
against me shall prosper.
like Kellz, do it again. From the club to the coupe inside my gates, up in my bedroom screaming each other's name. They was purdy, and I was flirty. Little drove, little book, now they getting dirty. Don't ask me what my name is, stupid bitch, I'm famous. You gon' make me aimless, leave your ass brainless. I'm trying to stay R&B, but these streets is a part of me, so don't get it twisted. You see, I order one bottle, then I fuck with one model, then I order more bottles, now I got more models. I'm from that city where them niggas don't play, man. I take a chick to my room like caveman. So at your girlfriend my name, up there she goes, ski, weatherman about to make it rain.
Nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge. Bloody nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge.
Fuck as you on. Fuck as you niggas is on. We kicking the door, we busting the floor, we getting your family gone. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it now. No stopping the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
Yo. Kellz with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official DanaJay, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Let's take this off. Look. You got some weed? Dang. I gotta get some. Alright, hurry up. Diesel and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. Alright.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking to pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking to pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking to pandemic.
Say it louder, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. May not tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last down. Start off slow, then I'ma beat it up.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
This Chicago, nigga.
I admit I done made some mistakes.
Damn, son,
and I
where'd
have
you
some
find
imperfect
this?
ways. I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't that cool. I admit I just feel like retiring. Admit I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kellz, fuck that, you gotta keep climbing. I admit it, I did. I done fuck with a couple of fans. I admit I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these bras. Lose so much money, pop so many bottles. Yeah, I fuck a bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mama crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. I admit I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. Admit to the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. Won't say no names, I'm not a snitch, but one night at the Ritz, I did some shit I shouldn't have did. Went and fucked my niggas bitch. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I tapped that in back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I admit it, I did it. Yeah. I admit I trust people too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talk to me sometimes, but the devil's not who I trust. I've been fucked by so many damn managers. Why they push me out front of these cameras? All this music I done gave to them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur. I got a life, yeah. I got a right, yeah. Cancel my shows, that shit ain't right. How they gon' say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside down, cause you met I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal, it ain't worth this shit for real. Ain't seen my kids in years, they try and lock me up like Bill. How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just wanna do my music, stop stressing me. Please just let me age gracefully. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did it. They took my gift and they blind me. Where in the fuck is my money? Now here come this big ass conspiracy, but still got my fans, that's a blessing. Listen to heaven, just stay on my grind, and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me, I put that on reverend. Been a grown man since age 11, mad on the guap since 7. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I'm a freak. Used to go to strip clubs every week, but who these niggas tryna say I am? Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies, that's both older and young ladies. But tell me how they call it pedophile because of that shit, that's crazy. You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions, but really am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? Yeah, go ahead and stone me, point your finger at me, turn the world against me, but only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people, I admit that I hired new people, I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked ass people. I admit that I don't own my music, I admit that I will own my music. Want it back but they don't wanna do it. What the fuck, nigga, I wrote that music, I did that bump and grind, I did that 12 play, I did that fed up, I changed the damn game, so I deserve me a fair play. So put some respect on my damn name. Now Wendy Williams mad with me, but I ain't never offer her no drink. But I admit that she asked me, can I get a little Hennessy? Then we both turned off our phones. We drink, I smoke, we talk, and I admit that I told it all, from my good points to my faults. She said, what about Ali? I said, love. She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer say don't say none, but I can tell you I've been set up. I admitted how ever since the first day, that without knowing I signed my publishing away. I admitted I was young and caught up, so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia, couldn't read all them contracts, yeah. And now the truth in this message is I'm a broke ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is cause I gotta pay my rent. I never thought that it would come to this, to being the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about it, cause they always take my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all this, but I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I love Steve Harvey, John Legend and Tom Joyner. They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they want to tear down another?
It's 114 in here and 44 likes. Let's get them likes up, man. Come on.
How can we get up off the ground when we
Let's get them likes up. Come on.
Down? I admit that the devil
as I drink my Hennessy,
and some people beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm gonna do this music up until the Lord come get me.
Along with some strawberries.
Now, I admit a family member touched me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. From a child to the age 14. Ooh. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Now here I am and I'm trying my best to be honest. Cause there's forces out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted, I do support them, but why they wanna bring down the art? Damn, this is breaking my heart. Cause from fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, I'm a part of the music culture. Spotify took me off their playlist. I admit that I've been underrated.
What's up, Jam?
I'm not convicted, not arrested, but drag my name.
What's up, Gemini?
All this work to be successful when you abandon me cause of what you heard. I admit I am not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Say I'm abusing these women. What the fuck, that's some absurd shit. They brainwashed, really? Kidnapped, really? Can't eat, really?
In 2018,
that shit sounds silly.
Beginning of 18.
And if you really, really wanna know,
how y'all doing? What up, Faces and Beyond? What up, Lisa?
And told this boy
Lady
to put
T,
her
Georgia
on
girl, Malik.
I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's just some shit that come with being a celebrity.
What up, Momo?
I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents.
EJ, what's up? Willie, what's up?
But this is my advice to you cause I'm also a parent.
It's Virgo, hey,
Don't
Chris
put your
Shari, what's up,
in
bro?
my face and tell me that it's okay. Cause your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name, I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing.
What up, Justin?
I'm tired of fingers pointed at me.
Facts, bro.
I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody wanting a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with truth? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I claim it. The storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother. I admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. Cause your music has touched people. It inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care. Cause the anointing is on you. And that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up, let me know, I'll be here waiting. Now I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah. Some like me to spank 'em, and some like to get brainy. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station. Look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or beast. But I admit there are times when
Let's
these girls
go. Can
so
I get
fine,
40
I'll
more
chill
likes?
with a nigga for a week. Now I admit I love
got 127 in here. Can I get 40 more likes?
But when he left this world, he had a million girls. But we gon' always love Hugh Hefner. To Jim C. Regardless or whatever your name is. You've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years. Writing the same stories over and over and over again. Off my name, you done went and made yourself a career. Well, guess what? I pray for you and your family and all my other enemies. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Now I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me, how can you judge when you never walked in my shoes? So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media. The devil in disguise. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they wasn't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother for nothing, for no one, nada. Mama Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. Yeah. I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid staying in the Homewood Suites. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all, it's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm nada. Mama Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. Yeah. I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid staying in the Homewood Suites. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all, it's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors, that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters, that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man, but they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed at my crib. I loved you with all my heart. Now I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community. From the non-profits to the charities, but of course you never hear that about me. To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies. How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me when you're around me most of the day? And you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga, and you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost. No, no. Ooh. RJ and Joanne. My kids, what you're hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. For me, things has gotten rough. Right now I can't say too much, but for y'all I will stay tough. Daddy just need y'all to trust and believe.
Hey, Miss Pink.
I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me. They still won't stone me.
Sky Life, what's up?
Still won't chain me.
Hey, Mama Mary.
Think they won't kill me.
What up, Dirk?
I admit it, I admit it.
Big Boss said, what's up, Dream Team family?
I admit it, I did.
Sky Life in the building.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No disrespect to Chi-Town, my home.
Hey, Miss Connie.
But we've gotta learn how to support our own. I admit that my heart cries for my city, cause we're losing young lives in the city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I could be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice, and now I have to use it for my protection, because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life, so stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half and salt, they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I done lived my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit.
What's up, Dream Team? What's up? What's up, friends and family? This is a hard position that I'm in. If I tell you I'm not nervous, I'll be lying. Somebody I love, my dog, about to be sentenced over opinions, accusations, and false allegations. I tried to hold it back. So, for 3.5 years, it's been a ride. I've been fighting to put the truth out there, to put Robert's true character out there. And I had great opposition. Some friends went to the opposition. Some opposition came to the Kellz side. A vast majority of the so-called Kellz side were undercover opposition anyway. So this live is going to be a little strange. It's going to be a little cryptic. It's going to be a little ugly. I sat back and I looked at a couple lives when people was happy. Talking about, yeah, Robert about to go to jail. Hell with R. Kelly and this and this and this and this. Excuse me. And I sat back and I said, and the old me said, yo, jump in and respond. The new me said, no, listen. I listened to some people say they love R. Kelly. Then turned around and said, fuck R. Kelly. I heard some people say they come before R. Kelly. R. Kelly's name ain't worth defending. He deserved to be thrown under a bus. Heard some people say R. Kelly ain't nothing but a dope dealer singer. You keep saying, you sung a song, Prayer Change? You gonna need to sing that song, Prayer Change, because they gonna lock your ass up like Bill. Really, Kellz? You so stupid. When you got off on that, whatever trial that was. Y'all know the rest. Heard some people say, yo, you know what? R. Kelly guilty as fuck. I'm out of this. And never came back. After being stabbed in the back by Lisa and Cassandra. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I was always told to watch signs, to watch innuendos, to watch connections. How you go from hating a person to now you sharing her out and saying, go watch this video. I sat back and I said, wow, this is crazy. But I was told by one person in the brotherhood, Dana, are you built for this? You know me, I said, hell yeah, I'm built for this shit. Nah. Jobs start being taken from these people. Cribs start being taken from these people. Then when I got them face to face, they were very friendly ass people. Nah, man, you know that YouTube stuff. I get it. Until it went too far. This live ain't nothing to smile about. Because as I was going live, a lot of people don't like this brother. But Larry McGee went live. And his title that I saw, a little bit of the title, it said, 7 days till sentencing. I look at the disrespect. And I said to myself, yo, nobody did that to you from this side. I'm talking about Dream Team. I can't speak for the other idiots. And I sat back and I said, this shit is crazy. I watched Angie live the other night, and I seen messages from somebody I called my sister. That shit hurt. Even though she's on the opposition, I called her my sister. And as I watched these letters, it was like I was being played with, like I was a toy or something. And I said, you know what? And it took me back to when Larry was in jail. And he sent out that bullshit ass letter on me. I immediately got mad. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second. The reason why I said I'm going to pause because I got to realize that temporary people are not meant to be in your life for a permanent lifetime. I'm going to say it again. Temporary people is not meant to be in your life for a lifetime. I just didn't understand why the joke was on me, when I clearly held everybody down while that brother was locked up. But I get it. Somebody got to be led to the slaughter. The problem is when you lead me to the slaughter, I wake back up and I come with something more heavier, more damning. So I chose to stay silent for a minute. Trust me, I'm going to spin a block and address all of that shit, just on a later date. So, what I've noticed is that side can talk about any and everybody when they got fucked up situations. But if you even touch on their shit, it's hellfire, brimstone, they being picked on, oh my God. Are we picking on victims and this and this and this and this? I said it once and I will say it again. When people have been victimized and their victimizer, aka abuser, have not been caught, they will identify with anything remotely close to their problem. So where you going with this, Dana? About 2.5 years ago, I got a phone call on a Thursday morning at 11:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I remember it like it was yesterday. An unrestricted number or unrestricted call came through because it said unrestricted. I picked it up like, hey, what's up? I was told to give you a call because we're investigating the R. Kelly Defense Fund, a.k.a. the Dollar for the King. Who the fuck are you? I'm a private investigator. What's your name? Sean Harris. What's your PI number? ... Why your name not coming up under your number? Do you know... hold on. Do you have anything you want to talk to me about this R. Kelly Defense Fund? Because if you are caught stealing, you will be prosecuted. Who hired you for this? People that gave to the defense fund. Have you talked to Doug Anton? Nah, I'm about to call him. But don't call me until you talk to Doug Anton. Doug. Some dude named Sean Harris called. Oh yeah, Dana, he just called. And he tried to threaten me, so I told him we can take it to the federal government. Let's get them involved again. And he hung up. After that call, the R. Kelly Defense Fund investigation fell on the wire. Did. So a year and a half after that, and I'm glad Robert said God showed him and it scared the fuck out of him. God told him to get rid of them all. They were number vultures. A year and a half later, I'm going hard at Sylvia. I get into it. This pops up.
John Russell is, from what I know, is someone that cares passionately about Mr. Kelly, and Mr. Kelly is aware of that.
I wish I knew what video I did after that came up. I did a 4.5 hour video. I wish I knew what video it was. I wish I knew the title, because I would play it back. And once that video came up and I went live, he called in to my live, and me and him was going back and forth. I caught him in about 20 lies on air. But he asked me one specific question. The question that stuck out to me was, no, two questions. He said, I need to do a live video with you, and you need to tell me everything you know about Mr. Kelly. What? So I called my big bro Kip. I told Kip what was said. Kip said, yo, don't tell that fucker nothing. Fuck him. I said, right. Then second question he asked me, are you friend or foe? Fuck you mean? Yo, can I get 22 more likes? If you in here, the least you can do is hit that like button. Said, are you friend or foe? Said, hey, choose how you want. I don't know. We get to New York. We had 2 talks. Everything was dead in the middle of the trial. He asked me, he said, yo, can you apologize for to Elisa and Cassandra? I said, well, some apologies need to be given to me. But I'm not petty. So I'll give them an apology. Gave them an apology. I never got mine in return. So I said, okay. These the games we're gonna play. Y'all seen it, verdict day. He's a no-show. Me and Hollywood next out there, making sure nobody get to the lawyers, doing his job. But I'm gonna park that there. 2 weeks before that, we went to go eat. And it was said that the people that Robert want to testify are having issues with Sean. I threw how I felt on the back burner and said, look, I'm a team player. I said this in front of Kenneth. I said this in front of Keith. I said this in front of Bobby. And I said this in front of Sean. I said, everybody that you need, I got. If you want, I can sit right here and call every last one of them on the phone and make sure they're here for Robert, starting with Kip. Do you want to do this right now? He said, nah. Yo, I got it. I never knew Robert gave you any funds to pay for the people to get there. Until Sharon Wimbush came out and said it. And then I asked around. Asked a couple people. And when a person can't give you a direct answer, you already know it's a yeah. So I was getting indirect answers. So okay. I'm gonna wait and see how this play out. Five people took the stand. The government had 45. I'm still a team player. However, you had 6 people that was at trial that could have spoke for Robert that you didn't have to pay for. That Robert wanted. 6. 6 there outside of the 5. That's 11. That means you only had to call 34 people. Out the 34 people, 17 of them was in the DMV area at that time. So it wouldn't have been nothing to get them to New York and pay for a hotel. 45 grand is a lot to play with if you're doing it the right way. What's up, Progress? So as I watch with a keen eye what's going on, I'm not saying nothing. I don't know who Sean thought I was, but Sean was like, yo, you can't say nothing to nobody about what's going on. Yo, I don't play those games. I don't put secrecy in jeopardy, especially when it's dealing with somebody that I really care, love, and rock with. So that's going to the grave with me. What was talked about in secrecy. And it was nothing bad. I'll say that much. However, what killed me was how the setup started to unfold on DanaJay. You didn't show up on the day that Robert got his verdict. Neither did Nicole. I found that odd. She said she had COVID, but nobody else had COVID. Everybody that was in close proximity never had COVID, never had symptoms or nothing. Make that make sense. Sean, MIA. But when we got over to the restaurant, Sean pops up 20 minutes after we get there with an attitude. He looks back at me twice. I taps Doobie. I said, here come the bullshit. Those are my exact words. Doobie said, what you mean? I said, watch how it unfolds. I purposely went over and sat with Hollywood Next as we talked right after her interview with Canic. I was the one sitting right there. Canic came here, Hollywood Next was here. They were talking. I was the one facing outward while they was facing each other. I just backed up so I wouldn't be in her video. So me and Hollywood Next talking. Sean looks back twice with an angry look. To be exact, 8 minutes and 22 seconds after that last look he gave, Hollywood Next phone rung. Sharon Monet said, yo, get away from Dana, yo. Hell with that nigga. He the reason why Rob got sentenced. What? So Hollywood Next said, yo, with all due respect, I don't know what's going on. I just want to separate myself for a second because I don't want to get caught up in nothing. I said, boom, respect. I laughed. Me, Bobby, Doobie, we got up, started walking off. Keith came and told me, yo, you and Sean gotta get it together, yo, get this animosity shit, yo. And then he lied to Keith. He said he was mad because I said I was gonna fuck his wife. I said, Keith, that was on a live that happened 3 weeks before the trial started. Keith said, huh? Yeah. And me and Sean talked twice after that. The real reason why he's mad is because him and his wife listened to the dumbasses that said that DanaJay and Kip was on a live recording. Now listen, DanaJay and Kip was on a live recording. DanaJay illegally video recorded Kip and put it out for negative purposes. That's how Kip got mad, or that's why he got mad on FaZe's channel. Was like, yo, you know what you did? And I said, what I do? If he would have said that then, I would have aired all their asses out then. But FaZe's didn't want that. FaZe's only wanted me to be fizzled out. I get it. Until Kip found out the truth. I still kept going. I never wavered. I still stood. So it kills me how Sharon Monet would do the things that she would do to me. That's cool. And she linked up with one of my forever arch enemies and gave him my pastor information, gave him my kid's mom information, all of that, while hiding behind an avatar and a screen name that wouldn't nobody know. But then at the same time operating a different device and coming in under Monet instead of Sharon Monet. Like nobody was going to catch it. And she was operating 2 platforms, Twitter and YouTube. So people that know the truth start watching both. At that time, I ain't gonna lie, I said I hate all the niggas that did fucked up shit to Robert. But when they say trust God, God got a bigger plan. that operates outside of you. I did that. And when I got the text message 2 days ago, I said it here first. After that, you start seeing other people starting to say it. Today, the final nail was in the coffin. He does not still go in to see Rob. Bonjean does not communicate with him. Sean Harris fired. While a lot of people might sit and say, oh my God, he's fired. Oh my God, this and this and this. I sat back and watched the actions of different people. Dottie went silent. Lisa and Cassandra disappeared. Sylvia out the blue. Don't send me no more money. Which lead me to believe that Sean Harris was backing Sylvia in stealing the funds of the transcripts. One thing about me, I don't play with crooks. I might hang around some. I might got love for some. But when you try to cross somebody that I fuck with, or me, it's fuck you forever. And I don't gotta say nothing else to you. But just know my energy is fuck you forever. So, when Choke started reading them letters, I was the first one to come out and say, them letters are half and half. People said, Dana, what do you mean? I said, when he started reading the letters, those are letters from when Rob got booked in 2001. He started some stuff off. He put it in the storage. How did Choke get it? Some people try to say, oh no, Keith gave it to him. Keith ain't give it to him. Keith ain't been in the storage. But you heard Don say he been there. You seen Don say he got some of the stuff from there. Kind of got me. Say put it on the charger. So, when I'm seeing stuff like that, and I know about the letters, and I say something about it, Sharon Monet Harris calls me as I'm ending my live and going off. I laugh and hang up. But before I hang up, she said, and you can go live and let your people hear this. So I went back live and called her back. She called Keith. Keith, there you go. There you go. Get him. I ended my live. So that way the naysayers and the people that hate me can't say, oh, Dana was trying to record Keith. Facts, progress, Don threw Keith up under the bus, right? Watch where I'm going with this. That's why I ended that live. Because I noticed the people that rocks with that network would have said, Keith, look, Dana recording you, and only would have showed one side of the coin. So I said, okay, check this out. Look, I don't know who that is calling, but if you want to talk to me, hit me at 404-914-7986. It ain't hard. If you want to call in, hit me at 404-914-7986. Matter of fact, That's how we gonna do this. So, with that being said, Keith was like, how can we all get on one accord, man? Because this is about Robert. It ain't about none of y'all. Y'all got to come together. For Keith not to be on social media, I understand that conversation. I understand why he said that. But if Keith was remotely on social media and not just getting negative stuff sent to him about me, he wouldn't have said that. So I ate a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. Immediately after that call, some of my ops went live talking about, oh, Keith checked him, Keith did this, Keith did that. So I know that Sharon Monet done sent out the memo of, oh, Keith was talking and Dana ain't say nothing. No, Keith ain't checked me. That's just little brother giving big brother respect on top of listening to everything that's being said. Keith asked me, Dana, do you think I would deal with somebody that deals with Don Russell? I never answered. But my answer now would be unknowingly, yes. Unknowingly, yes. Knowingly, no. Say it again. Unknowingly, yes. Knowingly, no. Dana, what do that mean? The only way Sean could have got them letters was from Don. The only way them letters could have came to Sean is if Don sent them to Robert. Knowing that Sean gets the mail for Robert. But Sean fucked up. When he came live and said, yeah, you wrote Robert in August. I said, no, I didn't. I half told the truth and half told the lie. What you mean, Dana? The person that wrote the letter was on the phone with me. And I told him everything to put in the letter. And they sent it from their state, their home. So I half told you the truth. And I half told you a lie. However, that letter was about Sylvia and her crew and what was going on. But you responded, Sean, which was federal. And like I say, I do things for a reason. Thank you, Laverne. I appreciate you so much. So what I did was wait it out to what I really have in store. You reading somebody's mail is a federal crime. So now we have an open lawsuit coming. You ain't working for Robert no more, so now it's not going to touch Robert. Now, me and you can deal with defamation in court. We can deal with slander in court. And we can deal with violating a federal rule, which is opening up mail that comes from a federal post office to go to a federal prison. Yes, you might have got authority to open Rob mail and read it to him, but you didn't get no authority to go to YouTube and try to use it against the person that had it wrote for him. So at the end of the day, I'm quite sure there's a lot of other people who mail didn't get to Robert. And I will say, since you stole Robert mail and only read him certain mail that didn't touch on you and your go along, get along game. I say all them people, let's link up and do a class action lawsuit on Sean Harris. Because you cannot get away with stealing people mail. Because the mail didn't stay at the MDC. You had to take it home. Robert had so much mail. His mail was being shifted to you. So you would go through them and pick and choose which one you wanted to read to Robert. And it was only from the network. And I get it. You was working with Don, Sean. And you claim, oh, I don't know Don Russell. Cool. Oh, I don't know Blockbender. But you had your wife homegirl, Molly Harris, say, I'll be glad when the Blockbender investigation is over with MA1 investigations. And you're the head of MA1 investigations. So how you don't know Blockbender? One thing about it, I play dumb. And I do it very well. But I'm far from that word dumb, stupid, or illiterate. So at the end of the day, what was your overall role? You were brought in through Lisa and Cassandra and Trent. Sylvia backed you. Dottie backed you. Y'all all met up. And y'all all was in the go along, get along game. The problem was y'all didn't expect me to be this deep into this with clean hands. So let's talk about something. Your whole goal was to have people write to Robert, and you made sure that Robert got the negative letters about certain lawyers, certain people, certain brothers or whatever. So Robert can feel fucked up about them people and get rid of those people and get mad at those people. But where you fucked up at is when you thought he was going to get rid of Keith. The whole time you smiling in Keith's face, but you are the catalyst, or were the catalyst, for them to get Keith out the way, so that way you can be right there and hoping Rob will give Lisa and Cassandra power of attorney, so that way y'all can get the signature that y'all needed for the masters that Don Russell stole, so that way y'all can liquidate it and all of y'all run off into the sunset together with a big melting pot. But when you mix sugar and spices together, that shit ain't sweet. It becomes tart. So at the end of the day, let's talk about it. I threw it out there yesterday. Why out the blue, Sylvia? Don't send me no more money. Because you don't have the backing of Sean Harris. So the question is, who's backing who that's backing who? As long as Sean was the PI going in to see Robert, he had the juice to try to make calls, to pull people into the courtroom and sit on this side and this and don't sit on that side. And when people get barred out the courtroom, you go and you try to smooth it over with them and say, oh, she's with me, so give her a chance. And then she got a call to the third floor. So I get the play. Y'all whole goal was, we can't let Dana talk to Robert. But in the midst of a lockdown, God make things move. Rob words was smokescreen, but I don't know who I can trust. It reminds me of the song. When God opened his eyes, he seen nothing but vultures around him. Said, get rid of them all. When the allegation came out, oh, Dana gonna be testifying in New York. I told everybody that said that, hold your breath. Let's see who died first. I have a question. Why wasn't I testifying in New York? If I was testifying, that means whether I wanted to or not, I should have been on that stand. It didn't happen. But you seen me out there reporting and holding interviews like only DanaJay can. Make it make sense. I'm still waiting on the videotape of me being in Vegas with Azriel and Angelo and Larry and Larry's wife. And I had on some blue and white Air Force Ones. Nigga, I'm 40. I haven't wore blue and white Air Force Ones since 4th grade. Make that make sense. You would have been better off lying and saying some top 10s, some blue and white top 10s. I can't wear Nikes like that. They hurt my feet. I got wide feet. So I can't fit my feet in all Nikes. And I don't wear Jordans no more. Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I ain't gonna lie. But not like the way I used to. So ask yourself this question. Where is the true friends of Robert? I told y'all from the jump. I tell you 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people that I know that won't be in no bullshit against Robert. Me, Prima Donna, Kip, Bobby, Keith, and none of the Dream Team. I told you that. But people wanted to run with, oh, he's against Robert. Okay, Dana against Robert. I'm going to run with these folks. Chum, 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 chum. And guess what? Y'all miserable as fuck. Looking for a home. And the Dream Team still eating tomahawk steaks and shrimp. Laughing and joking. When we get mad at one another, we might not speak for a couple days, but you better not say shit to none of us, because we all going to come at your ass. We good. We're a real family over here. One thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. I never came on the internet thinking everybody was my friend. I'm going to say it again. I never came on the internet thinking everybody was my friend. A lot of y'all sat back and said, oh, I'm going to befriend Dana and I'm going to get this and I'm going to get this. You even had the Warrior say, if I would have known you was recording me from the beginning, here's the truth. I wasn't. I wasn't recording you from the beginning. That was good play for your subscribers. You want to know when I recorded you? When you gave out that address. When you gave out that address, I knew you couldn't be trusted. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. The first straw was when you told Blockbender and everybody else that I stole from the R. Kelly Defense Fund, aka the Dollar for the King. And if you come out and say you didn't say it, I will play the recording that Blockbender sent me years ago. I do things for a reason. Just like the audio that I sent out to one person. And I said, please, whatever you do, do not play this for nobody. I knew what I was doing. And as mad as that person got at me, I never heard it. But if you want to know what the audio is, it's an audio of me and Angelo talking. About Jasmine and codes and how Jasmine, mama, was looking for her. So one thing about it, I plays the game very well. Now that this game has come to an end, I stand with who's stamped on the back of me. None other than the Dream Team alone. I keep telling you, we're not a faction. We're a family. We're not just a family. We're a brand. When one hurt, we all hurt. And love is not given or shown by how much money you can donate to that person, cause, or channel. Love is shown by the loyalty and the content and the truthfulness you hold when that person not around about that person. I've never heard not one true Dream Team person talk greasy behind my back. Not one. Me and Brooke done been through hell and high water. You haven't heard me say shit about her, and I haven't heard her say shit about me other than get out her face. You never seen no Dream Team member try to extort me the way everybody's trying to do Robert. My channels got demonetized. You ain't hear me cry not one bit. I threw the Cash App up, said, hey, if you feel it, like it, if you can do it, help me out. I'm not going to turn it down. The same way I will help other people, the same way I have helped other people. But you will never hear me say, oh, I did that for you. No, why? Why? Y'all heard me say the other day that Randa and Sylvia were big supporters. And at that time, they were. They were big tippers. $100 here, $150 here, $200 here, $300 here, $400 here. They were. The problem that I have now is, even though I'm still thankful about them tipping, what were they tipping for? Because when it came to the rubber of the road, they all said they ain't fuck with me. So what was they tipping for? To try to get in close? Not when I got Dream Team members now who can't tip because they got personal bills to take care of, but they still check on me every day. I can say fuck them all day and they still say, bro, you good? I don't like you right now, but bro, you good? People who just love you just because it's you. Where are these people at? Here at the Dream Team. So if I can do it all over again, I would trade in a Sylvia and a Randa for anybody on a dream team. I said it earlier in my post. If I had the dream team from the beginning, it wouldn't have been half of this shit. Tomorrow Leaders Sport Network he said they wanted your silence and to keep you blinded. Facts. The devil know your weakness. The devil know. DanaJay love a light-skinned chick that got a sassy mouth. But what the devil also ain't bank on is Dana got a high sex drive. And when people say, oh no, I'm basic, that's a turnoff. DanaJay don't like a woman that get drunk unconditionally and then do crazy shit online. Oh no. Oh no. DanaJay don't like a motherfucker who say they support a motherfucker and then bring people on that panel talking about they slept with Robert at 11 years old. Nope. I slouch down, slide down, them 2 fingers up, I'm gone. So the people from the past don't ever got to worry about me trying to be your friend. Fuck you. And fuck the ship you came in on. Or should I say, fuck the ship your mother gave birth to you on. I'm good where I'm at. We all we got. Now we got some Dream Team members that's down right now. We got Prima that's going through some real serious shit. So everybody, y'all go over there and shoot Prima. I'm praying for you message. And don't just say it, really do it. Keep Prima in your prayers. Keep love yourself in your prayers. But like I told you, I'm the mastermind that will destroy all this shit. Since Robert got to sit, all of y'all need to sit. Because y'all all participated in one way or another. And stealing mail is a federal offense. And I'm willing to push this all the way to the highest extent of the law. And I know people say, oh no, keep Don Russell out of it. You can't. How can you mention cheese without saying a mouse? You can't. Somewhere down that line, you're going to say a mouse came to get some cheese. So how can you mention Robert being locked up without mentioning Don Russell doing what he did? Oh yeah, Don Russell showed the okay, yeah. Don Russell showed all of that. That wasn't a problem. The problem was the threat that he sent through the mail to Faith Lawyer. So when I tell you, y'all missing the points, and the points is there. It's not what he jumped on and showed. It's what he sent through the mail. Oh, I'm sorry. What he sent through foreign commerce. That's a federal offense. You cannot threaten via foreign commerce, aka U.S. mail. You can't. That's just like me sending somebody a mail talking about, yo, I'm going to blow your head off if you don't do such and such. I will go to jail. That's a federal offense. So how you going to read somebody's mail and try to use it against them? But I will give you some pointers, Sean. You wasn't dumb enough to show the letter. That's what I was trying to get you to do. If you notice, I said show it. You're a liar. Show it. But one thing you got to understand about a Leo male, I am 30 steps ahead of you. That's why some people I don't even respond to no more. Because their day coming. It's just not on the internet. But it will be televised. So at the end of the day, while y'all out there trying to discredit people that's bringing real shit for Robert, discredit this. Without DanaJay, without Prima Donna, without him too, without official unmute R. Kelly, without King Kellz, without the firm at that time, what would you know? Debunk that. What would you know? Nothing. You want me to tell you why? Because half of y'all can't read. And I ain't throwing shots, but I'm putting it out there. Half of y'all can't read. So the only thing y'all would have had to worry about and listen to is what Larry said. And y'all would have had a hope and a prayer that Levi would have came along and helped y'all out. This is why I say you miss your points. You miss your points. A lot of y'all jumped on that scamming game with that fake core links. I only know 4 people. And out the 4, 3 has hopped on either my channel or has been in close proximity or was talking to me that have the real core link to Robert. That's how I was able to call Sylvia whole joint bullshit. Like I said, I asked a question. How was Hollywood Next blocked from core links and then added back without accepting the invite? You can't. Impossible. I said that. And nobody has gave me an answer. The next thing I asked you about, if Robert need $3,500 by Saturday, why would he send it to a Cash App? Think. Who would have Joy first Cash App information? None other than who? The PI. Make it make sense. So after the PI goes see Rob, knowing that Rob's mind is somewhere else. The very next day he come out, Rob need $3,500, knowing that Rob don't know what the fuck going on. And by the time it get to Rob, the whole scheme is over. Ask yourself this question. What happened to the dollar for the scheme at that point? Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all just thought that was just a good statement to say, right? Me and Levi has never been in no scheme or stealing practices. But everybody that y'all followed have. Make that make sense. You ain't never see me with a petition. People has came in my inbox. Dana, can you sign this petition? I said, fuck no. Well, Dana, why? Because Sylvia has tainted the petition. I'm mentally scarred. Well, Dana, just sign it. It's for Kellz. No. That's just another tactic to get you caught up in some bullshit. Check it. Why you think she was so adamant about having, why you think Sylvia was so adamant about sending money to Jennifer Bonjean? So that way they can say, well, Rob, Jennifer Bonjean trying to steal money from you. And then Rob could get mad and fire Jennifer Bonjean. Then guess what? He shit up creek. It was only one other lawyer that fought for Rob like this. And his name was Doug Anton. Pay attention to when Doug was about to get him house arrest in New York. And Greenberg said, no, Judge. We don't want to do that. And then after that, the big blow up between Doug and Greenberg happened. Why? Because there was a walrus in the house. And the walrus brought all of the walrus friends and the walrus sets and the walrus sims. Make it make sense. When you get close to nailing it on the head, you hear the other side say, oh, ain't no need to talk about that now. Oh, yes, it is. It's a need to talk about this fourth tape. It's a need to talk about this second and third tape. I'm going to tell you why. Because if it was a second, third, and fourth tape, why wasn't them tapes introduced in 2002? I'm going to let that sit on y'all mind. But I'm going to say this much. There's going to come a time when people are going to look for me in another form. And the only thing I'm going to say is this.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
Hey, let's go. Everybody got a hater out there. We don't care. Hey, this is what we gonna do. And I'm just gonna two-step on my hater. I'm just gonna two-step on my hater. I'm just gonna two-step on my hater. I'm just gonna two-step on my hater.
Good night, y'all.
The boy never let me in, sick with the medicine. On the block distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me, heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest, I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope, Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move slow, you sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage, out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal alchemist. Yes, I'm ill, and yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done? Tell me what's the outcome? Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Patrol homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips, make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gon' be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper, haters Merry Christmas.
Swimming in you, hey, little mama. Said I wanna take her, dip in your pool. Just go for a little dive,
Hey.